everyone. Marc Lobliner, CEO, MTS Nutrition, Chief Marketing Officer, TigerFitness.com. So I am loud and proud an advocate of HRT and or TRT if you need it. Now, hormone replacement therapy is the use of hormones to get your natural hormones back up to a normal or a high normal level should you be below that. For example, my mother-in-law is on hormone replacement therapy because her thyroid does not work correctly, so she's on thyroid medication, Synthroid to be exact. Some women, for example, after menopause, go on estrogen, progesterone, and sometimes testosterone. That is hormone replacement therapy. For example, some aging males whose testosterone has gotten lower, their libido goes down, their performance isn't as good, their energy isn't as good. That is hormone replacement therapy. Could be testosterone, could be HGH, could be Armour thyroid, Synthroid, could be a lot of different avenues to replace hormones. It's not hormone augmentation or exogenous hormone superphysiological dosing therapy. It is hormone replacement therapy, which is getting your hormones back into normal and or high normal range, which varies. For example, normal would be anywhere for testosterone between, it depends on the chart, let's say around 400 and 1,000. High normal would be between 1,000 and 1,500. Again, there's different charts. Testosterone replacement therapy is simply testosterone. So if your testosterone is low, whether you're a male or a female, females can be on TRT and HRT too. If you have low testosterone, you go on testosterone replacement therapy. Same as HRT, but just the testosterone part of it. Now, this is done through a doctor. The doctor I use, I'm going to link down below. They work with anybody in the United States. I'm just putting it out there because it will be asked. If you have a local doctor, there's a low T center here in Brentwood, Tennessee down the road. I don't use them because I don't know them. I know Dr. Kurt. I know Jill. I know all the doctors over there. I become good friends with them. Hormone Health and Wellness is the clinic I use. They're based out of West Palm Beach, Florida. They've done wonders for not only myself, but probably about 20 or probably 50 people I know, family members, friends, and co-workers, colleagues. Phenomenal people. I'll link them down below. They're the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. However, if you have a local person, like again in Brentwood, we have the Low T Center right up on my house on McEwen. You do you. Find a good clinic who you can trust, okay? But I'll give you my referral right now. I don't get commission, so don't worry about whatever. Just, they're good people if you want someone you can trust. Or if you have a good local doctor or endocrinologist. Most general practitioners they're the jack of all trades, master of none. They usually are not pro TRT. However, I will say my first prescription of TRT at 27 years old was given to me by a general practitioner. With that said, I want you to look out and ask around and do your research, okay? Talk to your doctor. All right, so when is the right time to get TRT or HRT? When is the correct time? Well, I will say it's always a correct time to get blood work. For example, my, at the time, 12-year-old son, he was not growing. He was low on the height chart. So we went in, got his hormones tested. It turns out he's just a late developer. Okay, nothing going on. My daughter was having hemiplegic migraines. So we got her blood work done and we got all her hormones run and everything because all of that works together. I recommend from the age of probably 10 or 11-year-old up, I recommend you get blood work. If you are a parent, get your kid a full blood panel. That doesn't mean just glucose. That doesn't mean just BUN or AST, ALT. I want you to run their estrogen. I want you to run their testosterone, their free testosterone. Look, man, it's a few $100, but it's peace of mind. And I want to make sure my kids are healthy. I want to make sure all their levels are on point. And also it can signal other things, pituitary issues, you name it, right? So get the blood work done. My other son's 8. We'll probably start running his blood work immediately. It's about that time. You're a parent. Take care of your kids. So with that said, I think everybody should get blood work done annually. If you are on stuff, if you're a drinker, if you have family history of issues like liver issues or heart issues, do it every 6 months, right? So once you get your blood work done, that's when you'll notice. Now, if your testosterone is low, it will show up on the blood work. Unfortunately, blood work is just a moment in time. So if your testosterone comes out messed up, or if anything comes out messed up, you'll want to do a follow-up blood work appointment, and you want to make sure that it's consistent. Because, your body's not in complete homeostasis all the time. Your testosterone might be low one day and higher the next day, which is why you're going to want to test twice, and your doctor will give you that information. If he doesn't, you need to find a new doctor because your doctor sucks. If you live in a socialist country like Canada or the UK, you're kind of fucked, and I apologize, I think you should move. So at the end of the day, here's what I recommend. It depends. I've met 21 and 22-year-olds who have endocrine issues who've had to go on TRT or HRT. For most men, testosterone starts declining in your late 20s and early 30s. However, some men are able to go well into their 40s, 50s, 60s, even 70s and 80s with normal testosterone levels. However, for most men, especially those who work hard, push themselves, are extremely stressed out, might not get the adequate nutrition all the time because we're busy. We have families, we have jobs, we have shit going on. We don't live by the microwave, by the food. We don't live by the chicken breast, right? We're going to have issues. So generally speaking, you might start seeing testosterone decline in your late 30s, sometimes your early 30s, sometimes your 40s, sometimes your 50s. That's why you need consistent regular blood work, because you might not ever need TRT or HRT. In fact, that's the best case scenario. When you go on HRT or TRT, you are stuck and sentenced to a life of having to stick a needle in your ass, your shoulder, or your lat every week for the rest of your life. That sucks. If you don't have to, if you're just naturally healthy, you don't even have to worry about that. Just live your life, do your thing, and your body will naturally produce all the testosterone you need, assuming you stay at healthy weight, you don't get obese. Being obese is extremely estrogenic, extremely bad for you. The number one comorbidity you could possibly have, just don't be fat, period. That's one thing I say in every video. And you'll be fine. However, when I was 27 years old is when my testosterone took a dump. Why did mine take a dump? Well, simple. I worked too much to put myself through college, and I was basically an OCD/ADHD overworker. Yeah, I kind of had both of them, right? Like I was constantly struggling, constantly hustling, putting myself through school. I'd take as many units, 18, 20 units, work 60 hours a week. I had to get the job done. I had to get myself through school. By the time I turned mid-20s, I didn't get my blood work done before then. I just didn't. I didn't get my testosterone checked. One time when I got really sick, I overworked myself and I ended up in the emergency room from exhaustion. They ran my blood panels, but they didn't run my hormones. And they found that my bilirubin was really high, and I got an ultrasound. Turns out I had naturally high bilirubin because they ran it a couple times, did the ultrasound, my liver was all good. And anyway, long story short, it's perfect now because of the supplement regimen I'm on. Don't want to turn this into a sales piece for my company, but a lot of supplements I make do help. And also I eat healthier. I live a healthier lifestyle, and I'm a hypochondriac because I don't want to die. I have really cool kids. I love going to wrestling matches. I want to see them get married. I want to see them live a happy life, and dying is not on my to-do list. So I am a hypochondriac. We'll go into that at another time. You guys know the supplements I take if you watch this channel. If you don't, I want you to subscribe to this channel. I want you to watch some shit because I go over a lot of cool things here. Or watch the Gainscast, youtube.com/Gainscast, GAINZCAST. I do a podcast weekly with Alan Roberts. We go into all of that stuff. So the bottom line is there is no age. There is no time. From the age of 10 years old and even sooner and beyond, I want you to get blood work done yearly. I don't want you to just get the metabolic panel. I want you to get everything tested. I want you to get your hormones tested. And if you're a male who goes to a general practitioner who is giving you issues with looking at your hormones, giving you an honest report, or if let's say your numbers are like 500, your doctor says it's okay, but you just don't feel right, feel free to reach out to a clinic, ask for a referral for an endocrinologist, or, contact my dudes at Hormone Health and Wellness. Or again, plenty of places like literally 4 minutes from my house, there's a place called the Low T Center. Right up in the same parking lot as the Homewood Suites I put people up at when they visit my house. And we do videos and content and stuff. It's where I put Ben from Price Plow. That's my spot. But I don't go there because I have a good place. But if I didn't, I'd go there because it's local. It's right here. But again, it's 2021, guys. You don't have to go to a doctor's office. A lot of this stuff is done remote. I remember when I lost my voice, I didn't go to a doctor. I don't want to go to a germ-filled doctor's office. I went to a thing called Live Health, which my insurance has, or Live Health, whatever it is, whatever it's called. It's an app. And you go on there, and within 2 minutes of calling, a doctor's right there. That's what hormone health and wellness is. You know, they're awesome. But there is no age, but you should get your blood work done. And if you're feeling run down, if you're feeling bad, you know what? Have a conversation. Now, I will give you an anecdote, and this is what my doctor, Dr. Kurt, says. You know, a testosterone level of 500 or 600 might be good for someone who simply wants to live a life sitting on the couch, you know, going to work, maybe going on a couple walks a week. But for someone like me who wants to compete in bodybuilding, who wants to coach multiple times a week, strength for the local high school wrestling team, for someone who wants to be active, high energy, and live such a crazy ass life, for me, we like to keep my testosterone between 1200 and 1500. So it all depends on what your goals in life are. But that's my recommendation. My recommendation is to get blood work every year. If you don't agree with what your GP is saying, get it looked at, get a referral to an endocrinologist. If the endocrinologist isn't right for you, talk to a clinic, okay? Plenty of them. Again, I just gave you two. If you live in, I don't even know these people, but I've heard good things. I know people who go to them. It's in Brentwood, Tennessee. It's called the Low T Center. It's right on McEwen. Or you go to my place, Hormone Health and Wellness, which I'm going to link down below. That's it. But there is no age. It just depends on how you feel, where your levels are. But I can't say this enough. Get your blood work done. Be healthy. Be smart. And don't be fat. I want you to live a long, healthy life. I want you to have a quality life as good as I do. I want you to absolutely destroy it. I want you to be the best you can be. And if that means staying natural, if you can stay natural, by all means, stay natural. But if you need a little help, if you feel you're not at the natural high levels, or if your doctor feels that way, you'll know when it's time, and your doctor will know when it's time. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to this video. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, click on the notification bell. And of course, if you want to buy supplements, like I was talking earlier about the health supplements, I got something called the Immunity Stack Plus. I'll link down below. That's the base of health supplements I take. I put it on a stack. It's pretty fucking expensive, but it's the perfect health stack in my opinion. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, just be healthy, be good. Love each other. God bless. That's not a game. So this is the moment we've all been waiting for. You know, one of my favorite supplements to take, well, pretty much all year is Yohimbine. Now, this Yohimbine is under 10 bucks, right? And the beautiful thing about Yohimbine, you take it pre-exercise, pre-cardio, even during the day, and it has this wonderful, crazy effect of target reducing fat. Now, that doesn't mean that you can eat like crap and just lose fat from men. The fat will come from, let's say, your abs or your back, your trouble areas. From women, hips, thighs, glutes, things like that. Yohimbine actually helps to release fat from those trouble areas due to certain receptors in those areas for both men and women. It's absolutely fantastic, but you have to be dieting. You have to be in a caloric deficit. So we got MTS Nutrition, Yohimbine back in stock. And also, you know, the greatest fat loss stack ever created is Yohimbine and Drop Fat. You buy them together. You buy Yohimbine alone, take it with your pre-workout, whatever. Anyway, MTS, Yohimbine back in stock. Boom!